So there are many different types of schools in the country, the private schools, international schools, and then we have the public schools. I'm currently at the Presby cluster of schools in Osu. Thousands and thousands of students, as you can see behind me, and as has been advised, I mean, possibly we should look at, some people are saying that places with huge gatherings should possibly be closed down. So we are here to find out from this public school what they are doing to protect their students. So we're going to walk. I see right behind me a Veronica bucket, which incidentally was invented by a Ghanaian lady known as Veronica. And there are actually a number of them. But key thing to note is that we still have a lot of these students who are hugging each other, who are shaking hands, who are in very close contact, and it is somewhat very dangerous. I have the headmistress of one of the schools here at the Presby cluster of schools. What steps are the heads taking to ensure that the students are protected?
Thank you very much. In fact, we started educating them last week. Okay. And today, I personally went to each class to educate them on it. How the virus is getting sore throats, runny nose, whatever. We've educated them this morning. And again, we have a hand washing bowls that they use. We provided them with some soap and other things to wash their hands when they visit the toilets, the washrooms. After break, just after that, you have to wash your hands before you enter the classroom. But we will continue. It will not be a one-day wonder because you don't know what will come next. So we will continue. And I've asked the teachers, when they get to the classroom, when they are teaching, they should also include the virus. They should educate the children. They should be part of it. So we are also doing our best. Great. So that it will not spread.
I'm looking around and I do see that some of the students are, in close contact. Are you concerned? And also on the subject of the sanitizers, are you going to provide some? Because some schools are doing that.
We are really concerned. In my office, when you come then you are going, you use sanitizer. I have it in my office. Yes. And because of their number, we can't provide. In fact, we don't have money. And we've asked them to tell their parents to buy the sanitizer for them, so that they will be using it. At least if you have a small bottle with you, you can use it when you visit the washroom or anytime you have contact with someone, you can even use it. One of my girls was asking, Madam, I know when the virus gets into a metal and someone having it touch it, if I also touch it, I will be affected. And I said, yes, it's true. Because within some few hours, the virus is still on it. So she was asking me, so Madam, then I will ring the bell again. So I told her you should buy sanitizer. Anytime he's touching the bell, you use the sanitizer on her hand and before she rings the bell.
I mean, is that sustainable?
We have some of the sanitizer, but it is not enough. So we ask them to tell their parents to provide. At least if you have a small bottle with you, you can use it anytime you want to. But we have some in the school.
Now, the Oxford Street of Osu is populated by a number of different types of businesses, small-scale ones, on tabletops, as well as very huge, institutions. Now, from cursory observation, we realized that a lot of, the small-scale businesses, are not really well prepared. We didn't see any hand sanitizers. You give money to them, they take it, and all of that. We are going to walk into one of these companies on this particular stretch of Oxford Street. This is Compute Ghana. I'm going to walk in there. Hello. As you can see, people are not holding their hand up. Oh, wow. Oh, do you like this one? Are you serious? Yeah. Okay. Interesting. Is this because of the coronavirus? Yeah. Wow. Okay. So they seem well prepared. So at the entrance, he sprays something I believe is an alcohol-based sanitizer, and added another type of sanitizer, double dose of protection. If you take a careful look at the people who actually sell the products, most of them, or all of them, I should say, or the attendants, are actually gloved. I mean, that's very interesting. I mean, the first I am seeing in most of the places we've gone to. Now, we made our way to the Ridge Hospital to find out, in general, how the general public, are being welcomed in terms of precautionary measures. And even though we did not get to speak to any of the authorities, we did observe that at the very entrance of the facility, a banner had been mounted a very visible one at that, to raise awareness about the coronavirus, as well as ways by which individuals can protect themselves. If you then walk into the reception, a hand sanitizer is or alcohol rub is provided for the general public to use, and we did see a lot of people actually using that. So that was our observation at the Ridge Hospital. We're now going to move over to the ministries, an area that is well populated, to find out how the preventive measures that are in place to ensure that the virus does not spread further. Tell me about what you're doing to protect yourself and your people.
Well, like as the name implies, this is Ministry of Environment, Science, Tech and Innovation. So we should take the lead as far as these preventive measures are concerned. We do have 3 floors here. So on every floor, as you can see behind me, we're trying to fill this buckets with water and soap, so that from the washrooms behind us, you just, before you get in, you wash your hands, you get there. And also to get sanitizers.
Yeah, I didn't see some around.
Sure. I mean, we need to go through a procurement process to get that. So hopefully by Monday, we're going to get, assuming we just wanted to get those on the market that you can touch and then it disperses. But we want the one that is hand sensitive. So you just put your hands beneath and then it comes. It's more secured and better option. We try to get it from the market as soon as possible, but it's not available. With the help of Professor Frimpong Boateng, I mean, there is a supplier who will bring in those equipments for us by Monday. Yeah, then so we'll fix them at the various places within the ministry to help.
You know that some offices in some parts of the world, I mean, the tech companies, Google and the rest, are advising that people start working from home. I mean, a ministry like yours, are you going to consider that?
We only wait for a directive. If that is the way to go from the head of civil service, I think we do that. Yeah, exactly. Just as the president's restriction on traveling by the public servant and water is sure. So if they feel that is the way to go, I mean, we'll take the instructions and then we'll move on with it.
All right, thank you. I mean, speaking of the president, we do know that steps are being taken to, equip already the Jubilee House to ensure that it is well protected, and has in place, a number of preventive measures to ensure that visitors as well as people who reside there are well taken care of. You're still watching the Citi Newsroom.